What's up YouTube, Jeff back again. Today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about One UI 6.0 Beta 2, the things that have been fixed by this new update for the beta, the things that are still broken, the new features, and a couple of observations that I've had now for using it for the last 4 days. Before we get started, I do want to thank my son Jonathan for giving us a sea creature to hang out. We have the loose jaw piranha in blue over here. Huge shout out to him. We always appreciate that. And I also want to talk to you guys about something that's a huge deal to me and also something that's probably affecting you as well, which is online privacy and security and data brokers basically stealing your information and leaking it all around the web. Now, you guys can see here, all of these data brokers had my information. As a public figure here, as a YouTuber, you know, my information certainly may be more of a target than other people, but this probably happens to you as well. Places like Valpak that send out junk mail, Oracle Data Cloud, they're all data brokers that collect information. My sponsors at Aura can actually help you request this information be removed from the internet entirely. I've talked about them a few times. This is their data broker removal as a service. You guys can see it right there. It's one of my favorite features of my sponsors at Aura. Now, if you guys would like to try Aura, you can actually do so by going to my link, which is aura.com/Springer, and you can try them for 14 days for 100% free. You can see right there, full access to all plan features. And not only do you have the data broker opt-out, which is one of their best features in my opinion, you also get a bunch of other really cool stuff like parental controls if you have the family plan, identity protection, scam call protection, 3-bureau credit monitoring and credit lock, transaction monitoring, spam and junk mail removal, antivirus, and a VPN. All those services in one for one great price. And like I said, you can try them today for 100% free for 14 days, aura.com/Springer to check it out. I highly love that data broker feature, and I've been using Aura since before they were even a channel sponsor. So I highly recommend you guys check it out. You'll be surprised how many places out there have your data, and Aura can get those taken down with those opt-out requests. We do appreciate Aura for being sponsors for the channel. So let's go ahead and talk about the One UI 6.0 Beta 2. First, let's talk about the things that are fixed with this version. First thing is they fixed a lot of bugs. There used to be a bug in Beta 1 where if you go into your recent apps, it would instantly crash and freeze about 60 to 70% of the time and lag and hang. That's been fixed. I've had no problems with that whatsoever. They also fixed the issue in the first beta where if you positioned your lock screen clock to the left or the right, it wouldn't stick. You're supposed to be able to position your lock screen clock wherever you want, both on the always on display and on the lock screen. That has now been fully fixed, so that feature now works as well. They did fix Google Pay. So if you want to use Google Pay with this, you can now do that. GPay, Google Pay, Android Pay, whatever it is that Google's calling it today, it does work. I have not tested other services yet. I really should test Samsung Pay, but my other banking app, which is Fidelity, does work. PNC does not. So it's not all banking apps that work yet on Beta 2, but most of them appear to work pretty well overall. They also added some new features with this update. We have the new Studio application, which I actually talked about in a previous video, or I made a full video on it probably by the time this one comes out, that allows you to edit videos, and it's a new app from Samsung. It's very, very well done. They added a few new features in terms of, you know, basically the way the animations look. They're not perfect, but the animations have gotten better in this version. They've certainly improved some things. There isn't any like one killer feature, I would say, that was added in the second beta. Things are generally a little smoother. They do now have the predictive back gesture in the settings menus at least. So if you go back, you can actually see a preview of the page that you're going back to. You guys see how that looks? It doesn't appear to work in any of the applications though. Even the Google apps, which have been optimized for predictive back gesture in Android 14, doesn't seem to work there yet. So hopefully we'll see that rolling out in the next version. If you go into your phone, go into settings and go into the Bixby text call, you now have the option to fully record a custom voice from within Bixby text call using the Bixby voice creator. I also made a full video on that new application. Basically, it lets you record your voice and turn your voice into the voice that's being used to answer the calls when you use this feature. It's kind of creepy. You guys can watch the video, I'll link it, where I recorded my voice and then it kind of came up with its interpretation of what my voice sounded like. but it is a little weird. I will say that. What else? What else can I say about this version? So there's a new feature inside Labs. I actually made a separate video on this too, which is dark mode apps. This is supposed to give you the ability to force dark mode, even if you want to use light mode on your phone. It's kind of weird. I'm not really sure what it's intended to do because right now it only has YouTube listed there, and YouTube already allows you to set dark mode inside the app itself, independent of the system profile. So I'm not sure exactly what's intended there, but that is something that's been added, something that is worth noticing. Also, if you go to the lock screen and you do your very simple tap to open, you guys see here, fingerprint, it's much faster. Of course, it's going to make me look silly, but just in using this day to day, like the amount of your fingerprint, if you get it from most angles, now it unlocks instantly. I've definitely noticed a difference between One UI 6.0 Beta 2 and Beta 1 when it comes to the fingerprint speed. Of course, there still is no animation there, which is kind of annoying. I know a lot of people are going to complain about that, and I get it, but they've definitely improved the speed in terms of the speed of the fingerprint animation that is there. Battery life has been better, I would say. It's 345. I haven't done a lot today because I've been on Wi-Fi and I've been here at work, but 70% left, 345. And it also still using wireless Android Auto for my commute, to the office and home. I would say I've been leaving the day, around midnight, around 30%. I was around 10 to 15% on Beta 1. The battery life was kind of bad and it was overheating some, but no issues on this one so far. They've definitely got some things that I would like to see added. Good lock still, of course, does not work, which of course that's not a requirement. Not everyone uses good lock, but I do. So not having home up and some of the other modules is kind of a big deal. I'd like them to start seeing updates some of the good lock modules. Really like to see them, integrate some of the good lock functionality like theme park into One UI proper, which I've said in plenty of other videos in the past. And then also make some more improvements to the animations. I don't know how many more new features we're going to see. Of course, everybody's always hungry for more new features, but we've already seen a big redesign of the quick settings, some other things in this version, so we might not see anything else huge. Anyway, let me know what you guys are looking forward to, what you want to see in One UI 6.0 Beta 3. Of course, I'll continue covering here on the channel. Just like to always give a little review on the latest beta update, what's going on. Been using it as my daily driver. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon, future videos like this. Again, check out the sponsor of today's video, which is Aura, aura.com/Springer. Sign up for that 14-day free trial. Check it out. You guys will be amazed at what Aura can do to help you stay safe online. Get your information removed from those data brokers, like I said. Appreciate you guys checking it out. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.